but I'm illegal. I'm illegal. There's another part to the story that's actually very sad and no one fucking seems to care about. Christine Blasey Ford cannot return home due to the unending threats, her lawyer says.
Yeah, I know. It's frightening.
What?
Yeah,
like,
but Tom,
what?
Don't
Austin?
you see the real victim here is Brett Kavanaugh?
Yeah, all white bread.
My life was ruined.
Yeah, yeah.
Except that I got the job that I wanted. I didn't pay any price other than people said mean things about me for a week.
They did. A lot of mean stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of mean stuff.
It's almost like it didn't actually ruin my life. Whatever. You call me Honorable Justice Kavanaugh now, bitch.
It didn't ruin your life. Just saying. Didn't. Brett, it didn't ruin your life. You're pretty good. You can go home and you get to fuck the country. Listen, it's okay. You wanted to fuck something, right? Now you get to fuck the country for the next 30 years. And you know what?
I'd love to be there when the Supreme Court has to set the dates for the trials and hearings and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's like, hey, Brett, could you set this upcoming hearing for, I don't know, maybe October 2nd? Okay, let me get out my
my calendar.
My beautiful calendar. That my not dead dad used to read to us.
Who's right behind me, watching me.
Even in the Supreme Court.
Yeah, he'll be there.
And so is Alyssa Milano. What is going on?
Yeah,
you guys just follow me everywhere.
So weird. Let's see. I got one other thing to talk about before we move on to another story that's actually involving Brett Kavanaugh.
Oh.
But this is made possible because of two specific people. Susan Collins, who, granted, is a Republican.
Yeah.
However, she is a Republican who happens to be a woman. And what's funny about that is if she said no, I'm sure you heard about this story. These people in Maine got together through like a GoFundMe and
yes,
they saved like $1 million. Yep. And they said, if you vote for this motherfucker, we're going to throw $1 million at whoever runs against you. And then if you don't, I don't know if they were going to give it to her or they were going to like donate it to a charity or something like that. I think it was the latter there.
Oh, okay.
But even with that said, she still votes for Kavanaugh. And her decision was kind of the last one. We didn't know what her stance was going into, I believe, Saturday.
Yeah.
And then when she announced, hey, I'm voting for Kavanaugh, it was pretty much over right there. But
it was over.
If she said no, then it came down to one other person. In this case, it's a Democrat. And that Democrat...
Oh, I know who it was. It was Bernie Sanders.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Bernie.
Not a Democrat.
No. It was
which
our
way did he
good
vote
friend,
again?
Jimbo McIncest. Oh, wait, hold on.
No, it wasn't him.
Oh, yeah, no, it was.
No, he's definitely not a Democrat.
I'm looking at his picture. It's Jimbo McIncest. Oh, no, that's Joe Manchin.
Yeah, that's Joe
My
Manchin,
bad.
Yeah.
My bad. Joe Manchin. You know, I knew this motherfucker was going to do this, but I kind of wanted to believe that he was not going to.
But you were wrong. He did.
I was wrong. He voted for Kavanaugh and essentially gave the court, what was it? The final vote, I guess, was 50
to 48.
To 48. Now, if he had said no, it would have been a tie. Right?
No.
It
would have been 50 to 49.
If that's right, I guess if they...
Yeah, it would have been 49-49.
It would have been 49-49. And if that's the case, it would have went to...
Well, no, what would have happened?
Yeah, that's what it would have... No, it couldn't have been, because it was 50... Yeah, no, it would have been 49-49. Because it would have been 49-49.
Yeah, it would have been, yeah.
So that would have gone to Mike Pence, who would have confirmed him anyway. You needed both.
Yeah.
So it's not all Manchin's fault, but it's at that point, it's just it's the principle of the thing. He obviously is a Republican, and we've said this before. And we're not going to talk about Joe Manchin this entire show. I'm just so fucking fed up with him. And
welcome
the worst
to Manchin all over.
Yeah, Manchin. No, I quit. I quit the show. I don't want to talk about it. Our show's not Manchin all over. It's gross.
Yeah. Yeah, much better to call it the Dowcast.
It is.
No, it's not.
You know who would have voted against Kavanaugh? Peter Dow.
Yeah, I'll give him credit there. That's the one good thing he would have done.
That's it. That's all you need.
No.
So, like I said, Austin, I'm not going to linger on this. I just wanted to make sure people know.
But did you hear the other story, though?
What?
That Manchin's vote was entirely dependent on what Susan Collins did.
Oh, really?
So had she voted no, he would have voted no.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
That's even worse. That's even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah.
There is some good news.
And I think one of them voted present. They didn't vote yes or no.
Okay. Great.
Well, that's how you got 50 to 48, because that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. But I'm glad that somebody took that seriously enough.
Mm-hmm.
Ethics complaints against Brett Kavanaugh headed to Denver's U.S. Circuit Court.
Uh-oh. What if it goes to the Supreme Court?
So, D.C. Circuit Judge Karen Henderson said the complaints only seek investigations of the public statements he has made as a nominee to the Supreme Court. And Chief Justice John Roberts referred them to Colorado. So this is really weird, because if it does somehow get there, what happens?
I believe he has to recuse himself, and then it's a 4-4 decision probably.
And then he might be fucked. Now,
no, if it's a 4-4 decision, nothing happens.
Well, I mean, you never know what's going to happen with the votes. I'm just saying, like, at that point, you don't know if even the reliable conservatives are going to vote for him. You don't know.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, on a side note, D.C. Circuit Judge sounds like somebody who's judging how well a speaker's wired. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah, it kind of does. That could be your future job.
D.C. Circuit Judge?
Yeah, why not?
I give it a 10.
This complaint was actually brought up while the nomination was going on, but Roberts took no action while the nomination was pending. So he waited until he was confirmed to do this. So, again, don't think anything's going to happen, but there is more investigations possible, and that's just now. Wait until if the Democrats can take over the House or the Senate or both in our hopeful case, there's going to be more investigations to come from there.
Oh yeah.
So all I'm saying is, at this point, there's nothing you can do. It's over. He's going to be a Supreme Court judge. The only thing you can do is kind of keep hope that something like this actually, grows and makes its way all the way to the top.
Well,
and
actually,
you never know what happens.
One thing you can do is vote.
Yeah, well, yeah, you can
vote.
Yeah. What's when can they vote, by the way?
November 6th. Vote.
What else can you do on November 6th, by the way? Shameless plug, Austin. I'm not afraid to plug it right now.
To put on my shameless plug hat. On November 6th, you can watch us as we cover the midterms live on Twitch.
Wow. And where can they exactly find that, Austin?
Good question. I will let Tom tell you.
Really? Really?
Because I don't remember.
Wow, of course you don't. Twitch.tv/Double Over Podcast. Pretty simple there, Austin.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, good job. Thank you. Let's move on, shall
Whatever, I'll edit it to make it sound like me.
Yeah, okay. New UN climate report dims hope for averting...
Excuse me, it's not new UN, it's new Un. He's the successor to Kim Jong-un.
New Un climate.
I would love to address the new Un climate, the new leader of North Korea.
I'm going to say that forever when I see those words together. New Un climate report.
And he has his own show, the New Un climate report.
Well, this comes from HuffPo. This is some good news. Okay, I lied. It's not good news at all, actually.
You got our hopes up.
New Un climate report dims hope for averting catastrophic global warming.
That's it. That sounds like it's just his full name. New Un climate report dims hope.
Can you take this seriously?
No, because we're going to die in 20 years. I don't want to think about it.
Keeping temperatures from rising beyond the Paris Agreement's ambitious target will require unprecedented social changes.
Okay, that'll definitely happen.
Yeah, no, we're on our way. The world is rapidly running out of time to scale back greenhouse gas emissions, dimming hopes of keeping global warming within 1.5 degrees Celsius or 2.7 degrees Fahrenheit for everybody who's in America. The only people that matter. Not Americans don't matter. Above pre-industrial levels, beyond which catastrophic planetary changes are forecasted. The assessment comes from a sobering new report issued by Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, or IPCC, the leading researchers studying the speed and scope of human-caused temperature rise. Quote, this is one of the most important reports ever produced by the IPCC, and certainly one of the most needed. Ho Sung Lee, the chair of the body, said at a press conference in South Korea on Monday. Climate change is already affecting people, livelihood, and ecosystems all around the world.
Wrong.
He continued by saying every bit of warming matters.
Wrong.
Shut up.
Look, I want to tell the great people of the UN, or the UN, the great people of UN, which you have a lovely country, by the way. Look, this administration has done more than any administration in human history.
Oh, yeah.
We're the bestest. Thank you.
We're laughing with you.
Thank you. I was so looking forward to the laughter. I live for the laughter. I'm like a sad orange clown.
Hey, you want some more depressing news about this topic?
Could there be more depressing news?
Yeah, we have to drop our emissions rate by about 45% in 20 years or we fucked.
Oh.
So, at the rate
is that
our
our nocturnal emissions rate?
Well, listen, once I was going to say something, but I changed my mind. Wasn't going to be good. Wasn't going to be good.
No.
My mama said, if you don't got something nice to say, don't say something at all.
That's weird, because I remember her saying, if you don't have something nice to say it, and then the patrons might get to hear it later.
Nope.
There's a very specific folksy saying.
Yeah. When Obama was president, we were at pace to reduce it by about 20% by 2030. So that was with Obama's pace, which, a lot could, you can argue that he was not the most environmental president in the world, but he did a lot more for our country than previous administrations had. And we were only about to drop 20 to 25%. So we need at least 45%. By 2030, which, by the way,
I know somebody who masters the number 45. I can get you 45% higher. 45. So you're saying we need 45% more carbon. I can get that.
Oh, man, I just thought of something really fucked up, too. That's if we start right now. We still have 2 more years of Trump and possibly 6 more years of Trump.
Good. Everybody get ready to see that the nihilists have been proven right.
It's also, I guess, one of the things that they somehow seem to miss is that methane, which is 86 times more powerful than CO2, is actually what's really killing the ecosystems. CO2 is cute and all, but methane, which is really bad, is actually there more than CO2. It's not good, Austin.
Look, I'll do my part. I'll cut down on the Mexican food. Way down.
Way down.
I'll build a wall around it.
Ew. I just thought about him eating.
No.
So yeah, that's some good news. We're fucked no matter what we do. Honestly,
which is pretty much what the climate report my administration prepared said before.
Yeah. What did it say exactly?
Well, it said pretty much that we're fucked no matter what we do, so we might as well just keep doing what we're doing.
Yeah. Well, isn't that what Gary Johnson's he said one time? He's like, well, listen, I mean, in like 3 billion years, the Earth is going to be engulfed by the sun anyway.
Yeah. That was yeah. Yeah, the Trump administration climate report was a little more short term.
Yeah.